I see the appeal to it.
No, that's gonna make them millions. Hello!
Gotcha, how?
And apa khabar semua?
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of the
Such
Epic
good
Arcade
composition.
Podcast, where we are your video game best friend. As usual, I'm Kelvin Tay.
And I'm Afiq.
And I'm over here, not on screen this time.
Yes.
As Dickson see.
You've only been on screen once, right?
Correct, so far.
Yeah, so the one time that I wasn't here.
No. Last week's episode also he was
He
there.
was on camera last week.
Yeah, he was on camera last week as well.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, Dickson is all the way there.
Yeah.
Reason why he's not on camera today is because we're too lazy to set up another camera. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
And really, it's just us two that's...
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't
Under the
see it by
spotlight.
giving the thumbs up.
Yeah. So this week itself, we are halfway through the Steam Summer Sale. There's honestly not much games that is being released right now, but we will be talking about, he has a topic that maybe he wants to bring up.
Yeah.
I have a topic that I might be bringing up as well. And Dickson, do you have anything on your end?
We'll see as the time goes.
Right. So, based on all this we'll see and murmurs and rumors of games that we might or might not talk about, we'll bring it up.
might not talk about.
Right. We'll bring it up after the break.
Okay, so, Kel. Sometimes I look at Epic Arcade, right?
Okay.
And I treat it like it's a gaming podcast.
Okay.
But sometimes I look at it as sort of a lifestyle podcast as well. Because
A lifestyle
Yeah, because
podcast?
sometimes we have conversations.
Okay.
Where it's got nothing to do with gaming,
Fair enough.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm really interested in like starting every episode. I don't know, we can try it out this
Okay.
week, right? We don't have to continue it, right? But starting every episode with like a really interesting paradox that gets us thinking.
Okay. Let's try that out. Now.
Okay, you know the whole thing on TikTok about like what's your Roman Empire?
Okay.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
So basically, for you guys who don't know, what it means is it's just something that you go back to from time to time. So mine is something called the Epicurean paradox. Have you heard of that?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Sure.
So it's fine, right? Like I mean, we're having a conversation. But for this to have more context, I need to look at something. We'll probably pop it up here. But this is what the Epicurean paradox is.
He even noted it down.
Yeah, bro.
Let's go. Okay.
I was thinking about it in the shower.
Okay. I am familiar with this.
So let me read it out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'll read it out, okay? The Epicurean paradox says that it starts. So imagine a table that has like, if this, then that, and then if not, it goes left. If yes, it goes right. You know that kind of table. So the Epicurean paradox starts with.
We'll probably just leave the table here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Epicurean paradox starts with evil exists. We all know evil exists. Can God prevent evil? No. Then God is not all powerful.
Okay.
Yes. Then the next question is, does God know about all the evil? If God doesn't know about all the evil, then God is not all knowing. And then if yes, does God want to prevent evil? If no, then God is not good and God is not all loving. If he does want to prevent evil, then why is there evil? If one of the answers is it's necessary for the universe to exist, or any other reason, then could God have created a universe without these? Yes. Then why didn't he? Because of free will. Could God have created a universe with free will but without evil? No. Then God is not all powerful. If yes, then why didn't he? If the answer is to test us, then the question is, if God is all knowing, he would know what we would do if we were tested, therefore there is no need to test us. And this, but do you understand like what the picture that I'm
I
painting?
understand what a paradox is, yes.
Yes. When I was introduced to this paradox, not by anyone, I was just like scrolling and stuff, and I just stumbled upon it. It made me think for like 2 days.
Bro.
It's not making me question. It didn't come from a point where I was questioning my belief, because I do believe in God, right? But I treat it as like general information as knowledge to be consumed in this world of infinite knowledge, right? So it got me thinking for 2 days, and I was searching and I was reading like different articles, and I found a response to it that makes the ultimate sense.
Okay.
But before I get to that response, what is your take on something like this?
I mean, it's a paradox, right? A paradox
Yeah.
is always just there to challenge your belief and challenge your thoughts on what reality is to a certain extent, right? I would say I believe in God.
Yeah.
But what God, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I forgot.
It's one of them.
Yeah. Right.
Throw a dart and see what lands.
Yeah. Right. Let's just say that when it comes to faith, I'm not really attached to the concept itself.
Yeah.
I do believe in a higher power. Some may even call me agnostic.
Yeah.
That's where I stand.
Yeah.
Right. But I question things like that very often, right?
Yeah.
If
Like if there's evil, why is there evil? Why is it necessary? And this is such a great time to talk about it because we know what's going.
It always goes back to the question of if God is all powerful,
Yeah.
why do babies get cancer?
Yeah, that's true. That's one of it. Yeah, that's true.
right?
That's one of it. But this is also such a great time to have this conversation because I mean we know of the evils that are currently happening in the world.
Just so you guys know, we are a video game podcast.
Yeah, it's just gone.
FYI.
This is like normal going left for Epic Arcade. But so taking that paradox, we're about 1 minute away from 5 minutes, right? But taking it away from not taking it away, but going back to the paradox, right? The paradox is that it's questioning whether God is omniscient, omnipotent, or omnibenevolent. And that paradox questions those three things by using evil as a subject. And one of the articles that I read that responded to this is there is a fundamental flaw in the logic of this paradox. The problem lies in one of the final questions of the paradox, which is, could God have created a universe with free will but without evil? Okay, now at surface level, it sounds like a valid question. But if you understand it with enough logic, it's a problematic question. Because the question implies then that God creates human beings with the free will to do evil, but they choose not to do so. And if them choosing not to do so was created by God, there is no free will, which is in itself a paradox.
Yeah. I mean, it never ends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You want to know what's my Roman Empire?
What?
Sometimes I mean,
What?
I have plenty. If we can send people to the moon, why does buffering still exist? Anyways.
No, that's true.
Right?
That's true. That's true. That's a much simpler Roman Empire to solve, I guess. Now back to like the actual more serious stuff about the world. What games have you been playing?
Oh my god! I mean, I wanted to bring up the question, right? We are almost 1 week into the Steam summer sale.
Yeah, I look at it every day.
Right, and I've also asked the group chat for our team. It's like share your wish list.
Yeah, apparently none of them know how to send a wish list.
I probably wouldn't know as well.
It was all empty.
How the hell do you only have one game in your wish list? What's wrong with you,
bro? Whatever I want, I just find a way to get it.
How many games do you have in your wish list? Do you remember?
I also have like, I think 20 something, but the main thing is like I'm using my wish list as a to note down games that seem interesting, as compared to like things I want to buy.
What about Wei Lun? How many games do you have on your wish list?
I have around 37 games.
37 games. Okay, 37 games.
So this is what I'm curious about,
I
right?
have 80 something.
Yeah, I know.
90,
No, yeah.
I have a problem.
Rex has 130 plus, which is also a problem.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm curious about. When I go on Steam, right? It's like, okay, you know how when you use Waze, you never know how I'm gonna bring this back to Steam. when you use Waze, right? When you see like a pothole, like I don't actively engage with the app enough to let other people know there's a pothole, the same way when I'm on Steam and I'm looking at games, I don't engage actively enough to be like, I want this. I'm going to put it in my wish list so that I can buy it later. Right. It's always like, I want this. I'll just go back to it when I want to get it.
Right. Okay.
So like what makes you guys want to put these games in your wish list?
Answer that first. And it's a very, very Kelvin answer.
Okay.
I'm bad with names.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm bad with names.
You're worried you're not going to remember the game that you actually wanted.
Okay. It's twofold, right? Number one is I'm going to be very, very honest. I'm terrible with names.
I know.
And every time it's like, hey bro, you know that game? What game?
What's my full name?
Raja Afiq Kamaruddin.
You're wrong. Then man, go.
Okay. Right? I forget names.
Yeah.
So I have to wish this them. And when I go back, I say, oh yeah, this game.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Number two, there's a lot of indie games out there that I want to try.
Okay.
A lot of games out there.
Okay, yeah. So maybe that's what. So one difference is there are a lot of games that you want to try. Like for me, it's like I'm way too AAA. I hate it. But I mean, the one game I have in my wish list is Marvel Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
It's Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I'm gonna add Shadow of the Earth 3 in there somewhere, and Phantom Liberty now. But I really wanna utilize the wish list a lot more because I feel like it's such a good conversation starter between gamers, and I think it helps with Epic Arcade content. And you know, I do anything for content except for
we all know that.
What was the thing I said no to? Never mind. So
spicy food.
If I would eat spicy food for content, yeah. But it was something more disgusting. I don't remember what it was.
I forgot what it was.
Yeah, never mind. So for Dickson, why do you utilize a wish list?
So a friend of mine actually brought this idea to me before, where like he mentioned like, because I saw his wish list and I'm like, there's a lot of weird games on here. I'm like, a lot of these aren't even out yet. Like, why is it on the wish list? So it's like, he told me that the way he used it was to keep track of games that seemed interesting, akin to a la Cal, small indie games that kind of seem like he wants to go back to it when they actually release or whatever. So I thought it was a really solid idea. So I started doing that as well.
Right.
So most of my wish list is in fact games that seem kind of interesting that I wanted to save down. But there are some that like interest me in terms of I'll wait for it when there's a sale lah.
Right.
Like recently the summer sale, I just bought the new Left 4 Dead, which is Back 4 Blood.
Are you playing it?
I'm playing it.
We played it for a little bit.
I don't have kaki. I only So when you talk about Back 4 Blood, when it originally released, I remember it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It was like 180 ringgit. But during the sale, you got it for 20-ish.
Now,
Bless you.
bless you.
Oh my god.
Now the base game is 20 something, but with all the additional DLCs, only goes up to like 30 plus.
Oh, wait, so when it released, it was 180?
180.
But that was one of the first complaints.
Yes. Yes.
Because you tried it first, and then everyone else did. And then I jumped on, of course.
The beta came out, and I played it. Personally, a lot of people are complaining about the gameplay, but I loved it because I love Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. Right? It was amazing, and I had some of the best times with my friends.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's one of the reasons why, just a segue, that I never trust reviews anymore. Because I trust what I like.
Yep.
So I still have to try it. Yeah, anyways.
So when Back 4 Blood came out, I couldn't justify paying 180 ringgit for it.
Right.
Bro, it's Left 4 Dead for 180 bucks. No thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's the same price for...
It's a cash grab.
It's the same price for, what is it called? Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Right now. And
it's also the same price as MW3 on sale.
No way. But when the Steam Summer... I believe it was winter sale last year. I got it for 20-ish ringgit. Yeah. It was worth every penny.
So now you have it.
Now I have it.
But you don't have kaki.
I only played the first campaign. And then everyone else kind of like just fell off.
Yeah.
I was really
honestly,
sad
there were a lot of other games.
Yeah, I was really sad.
that you have to admit were better.
Well, definitely were better.
That captured people's attention.
I.e. Helldivers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's no way around it, right?
So now you have it, and you just bought it in this Steam Summer Sale. Okay, cool.
Who do you play it with?
I'm playing with some friends back from college as well lah.
You got full party?
Currently, not necessarily.
Okay.
It's very deep in, deep out. Because like I have some friends that are like committed to games, and I have some friends that are the kind that like they dump 80 ringgit into a game, play 20 hours, and then they put it in the backlog and then never touch it again.
Oh, sounds like us.
So it sounds like me.
Yeah. I have a bunch of friends like that as well. That they keep changing games like they change clothes one.
I have a funny story about that actually.
That actually sounds like Afiq.
That is me. So until today, right? Faz, who's our mentor and also a good friend of ours, he games with us, right? To this day, whenever he sees a meme on social media about like when your friends hype up a game and make you buy it and only play 10 minutes, he sends it to me all the time because I hyped up New World so much to the point where he bought it, he played it, we played for 2 weeks together. I jumped off. And then he maxed out. and until today, I get shit for that. But the reason why
definitely deserved.
The reason why I asked about the wish list thing, right, is I want to start utilizing the wish lists, and I know a lot of people do. And maybe it's a world that I haven't opened up for myself. But for me, the best way or the most effective way for me to use a wish list at this point in time is to really just put things that I want on a wish list every time there's a sale, because your wish list shows like what's on sale, right? So I don't have to be distracted by other things.
Not only that, you also get an email notification saying that the games that you wish listed is on sale.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay, great.
And also now that I taught you about Steam DB, it makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I have like 86 games here wish listed is because I have a lot of indie games. Like I'm just going through the list right now.
Yeah.
Like Animal Well, for example, Void Bastard, Songs of Conquest, Death Door, games like Death Trash. How would I remember games like this, right? And then there's like Ixion, Wizard of Guns, Sea of Stars. Bro, my list is forever. It's never ending. Yeah.
I feel like we should do like everybody in the company should kind of game together.
That's a terrible idea.
We should play Chained together.
We should play Chained together.
Yes.
Together.
Like me, you, Dickson, Wei Lun.
It's going to be chaotic. Man.
We're not going to be able to talk to each other.
Wait!
After that gameplay, our relationship will be strictly professional.
Yeah, this is going to get a letter from HR.
Right? Like, it will be strictly professional. Right, but yeah, that's Steam wishlist. Have you guys bought any game on your end?
I haven't. No,
I've bought 2 games.
I haven't.
I finally, and I'm so glad I did. I got Cult of the Lamb for 48 ringgit.
Oh yeah, you had an eventful weekend of games.
Cult of the Lamb,
yeah,
bro. I've been watching so many gameplay, but I couldn't justify the non-discounted price, which is close to 80 ringgit for an indie game.
Oh, so it's 50% off?
It's almost 50% off. It's almost 50% off. But for the price that I paid, 48 bucks, you know, for the past 2 days, I just want to show you guys. For the past 2 days, my Spotify playlist, like I have the original soundtrack.
Yeah, I was in your car.
Yeah, I have the original soundtrack playing because it's such an addictive game and it's the cutest thing. And it doesn't help because it's cute.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice your followers as well. And then you get some like eldritch shit going on with like tentacles and like monsters and shit like that.
Pause. Can you explain Cult of the Lamb to me?
It's a city builder / dungeon crawler / roguelite.
Okay.
You build your cult.
Yeah.
You go into dungeons
Yeah.
to farm for like weapons, resources, and other things. You come out and then you get new followers.
So it's an Illuminati startup.
Sure, man. Sure. You can put it that way too. It's basically a start your own cult.
Right.
In the cutest, most fantastical graphics ever.
Oh, so it's got good graphics.
It has very, very cute graphics, yes.
Interesting.
Yes. And then the other game that my girlfriend bought for me was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, AAA.
I've installed it.
You haven't,
but I'm going to play it starting tonight.
Zero Dawn is the first one.
The first one, yeah. The first one.
Oh, you never played it before?
I never had a PlayStation. I never owned a PlayStation. So when it came out and then it was like what 180 ringgit for a AAA title. It wasn't a game that I was dying to play, but for 50 ringgit, yeah, let's go, man.
You know, I never knew you were interested in Horizon Zero Dawn.
I always, bro, it's post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
Right? It has a very beautiful red head.
Yeah.
And it's about robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, now that you've put it that way, it's clear that it would have caught your attention.
Yeah.
But I don't think we ever spoke about Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mainly because for the longest time, since almost forever, I never owned a PlayStation.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I mean, besides the PlayStation, I had a PS2, PS3, but I don't have a 4 or 5. Yeah. Even for Red Dead Redemption, the second one, I had to borrow my cousin's PlayStation.
Oh, this was before it came out on PC?
Yeah, before it came out on PC. I had to borrow my cousin's PlayStation. I went out to buy a physical copy of the game. It took me 1 whole week to just complete the game.
Yeah. I'm the opposite of that, right? I only got my PC during the pandemic.
Yeah, right.
The MCO.
Yep.
That's when I got my PC. Before that was all PS. But Zero Dawn is basically, I've never played it as well, but I played Monster Hunter. Is it Western Monster Hunter?
I don't know. I have not played it yet.
What about video? Have you seen videos?
I have seen videos. It's not like it's not. Monster Hunter is a genre.
Because I've seen videos also.
Yeah,
but
Monster Hunter is a game that you can barely compare to almost
any game.
Any games out there
because it's isolated.
There is anime Monster Hunter called God Eater.
On what? Zero Dawn?
No. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. It's like God Eater.
Oh,
right. So you're saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah. The reason why I say it's hard to compare Monster Hunter to games out there.
Else?
It's mainly because yes, there's big monsters.
Yeah.
Yes, there's like even
you
bigger
kill them.
weapons. Yes, you go out and fight them. But once you actually go into the mechanics of it and understand the stats and understand what weapon works, it's like playing rock paper scissors but on a bigger scale.
Right.
You've been on MH World, right?
Yeah.
And for you to actually go into details to really optimize and be efficient when you select your weapons and knowing what you need to collect, what you need to fight, who you need to fight, bro, that's you. You had a spreadsheet.
Okay, so you're saying what you're trying to say is Monster Hunter. The Monster Hunter and Zero Dawn both good games, but Monster Hunter just has a different level of depth.
Yes.
And then Zero Dawn is sort of like
it's like
the Apple versus Android thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah. It's what's the word for it, Dickson? Come on.
They're not the same.
Yeah. They're not
equal. They're not the same.
Yeah.
They're not the same. Okay.
Besides Back 4 Blood, do you get any game, Dickson?
Recently, I think it's Back 4 Blood is the most recent purchase. But before that, I was playing a different game called Rabbit and Steel, I think.
Okay, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, it's the boss raid mechanics.
Okay,
but 2D cute bunny girls.
Sure,
nice.
Sure. I mean, we don't judge, right?
I mean, I play first Descendants.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's not. Yeah, we can.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
after this break. Hey, if you're watching this, we're probably in a break. Just want to say thank you for tuning in. My name is Kelvin Tay.
And I'm Afiq.
Dickson is all the way there. We just want to say thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
We do this on a week-to-week basis. And if you're wondering what Epic Arcade is all about, we are a video game podcast that talks about what we play, bring you up to speed on the video game news of the week itself. And we just chill. It is a video game best friend club.
Yeah. Sometimes it turns into like a conversation that goes way left.
Or
video games at all.
Really deep as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The purpose of the whole podcast itself, it's basically, this is for video game dads or video game adults. Video game adults sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
Gaming
adult video
adults,
game sounds better.
No, that sounds worse. That sounds worse. Basically, it's a podcast for people who are somewhat our age, in our late 20s, early 30s, people who are working.
It's for people who find it hard to find time to game.
What he said.
That's what this show is about.
And we're here to bring you up to speed of all the gaming news, new releases, new launch, new trailers, just gaming news in general, so we can keep you up to speed.
That's right.
Right? Thank you for tuning in.
Back to the episode.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Comments.
And comments. Yeah, thank you.
First Descendants.
Let's go, man. I
don't know why. Okay, so I've played 37 minutes of it so far.
My first impression of the game, it's like, what's the game called that everyone's comparing it to?
Warframe?
Warframe, yeah.
Yes.
It's like Warframe, but sexy.
Yes. Okay. Well, Warframe is sexy as well. It's just a different type of sexy. Yeah, Warframe is like, it's not, okay. They're both sexy, but one is sexualized.
Okay. Right?
But that's besides the point. I played 37 minutes of First Descendant, and I tried it because, everybody knows I'm a big fan of looter shooters. Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for looter. If there's a looter shooter, I probably played it. Mm-hmm. And everyone knows I played Destiny 2. I tried out Warframe a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. I didn't know about First Descendant then. I played Warframe. It was okay, but it was a completely different type of looter shooter. And then I learned about First Descendants. I started playing First Descendants, and even though it's comparable to Warframe in the way that it's designed and the way that the mechanics work, I feel personally that it is fundamentally different in play style.
Let's just put it this way. Let's start off with the skill of epicness.
Yeah.
And why?
Ooh. Skill of epicness for First Descendants, I would say it's a 3.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
So 3 is right smack in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And it also means if you can try it, if not, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because even though the gameplay is good, I think we need to let the game play out a little bit more, because the way that it's designed right now, it's very pay to win.
Pay to win.
It's very pay to win right now. And it can go two ways. Mm-hmm. One of two ways. Either the community speaks up and then they change the fundamentals of the purchase mechanics.
Okay.
Or they stick to it and they just want to make money.
Right.
But right now, gameplay-wise, it's in a good place. It's a good pace. The game runs well. But there's a lot of flack about the microtransactions.
Right, okay.
Because you get access to 3 descendants in the beginning. But you can purchase other descendants that have other abilities that may be stronger than the 3 you start with when you're free. When you're playing free.
When I saw the gameplay of First Descendant, you know what's the first thing I thought about?
What?
If Nikkei was a third-person shooter, it's First Descendant.
Bro.
Think about it.
I'm telling you right now.
Think about it. Tell me I'm wrong.
I am telling you right now.
I'm telling you need help.
that just that one bunny skin will make them millions.
First,
you know what I'm talking about? It's called the Ultimate Bunny Bundle. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Dickson.
Picture's gonna be here, okay?
Don't put the picture up, bro.
Picture's gonna be here. But
I have a wife and a child.
the picture. Oh my lord, jeez, bro. So is this the ultimate?
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
You know,
wait. Can we turn it around so that I know we're talking about the same thing with them?
Which one?
This one.
This one?
Yeah, that's the Ultimate Bunny Bundle. We're talking about the same thing, right? Are you looking? Okay, so you're looking at the base bunny skin. So if you look at the base bunny skin,
I like how even on Google Images it gives me a warning saying that this is
NSFW.
explicit. It's explicit. But yeah, I see the appeal to it.
No, that's gonna make them millions. You don't.
Okay, let me ask you this question, right? For the 37 minutes that you have played,
Yeah.
how many of this skin have you seen in game?
I've seen like 2 lah.
Tula. And how much is this bundle? Do you remember?
If I remember correctly, you can Google it as well, but I'm going to try and guess it, see if I'm right. If I remember correctly, it was, I think, you know what? I don't even remember.
Okay. The Ultimate Bunny bundle will cost you 3,000 calibers in game, which is the equivalent to $60, $60 US.
Yeah.
You also have a
That's
choice
right,
of
that's right.
purchasing the premium Ultimate Bunny bundle for 5,000 calibers, which works out to around $100 US.
Bro, that's 500 ringgit, bro.
These prices are the same for all Ultimate Descendant bundles.
That's 500 ringgit, bro.
So you're basically paying. Just FYI, This costs $100.
Yeah.
Okay, this costs $100.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
No, just sit, just let that sink in, man. Like, that's the money making machine. And you know what? The fucked up thing is, it's gonna work.
Yeah,
It's going to work.
It's definitely gonna work.
But as long as that works, I think it spells trouble for the whole pay to win thing. But
Ultimate bundles aside, gameplay wise, what do you think about it?
it's fun. It's
Okay.
fun. So if I compare it to Warframe, right?
Would you say it would be more fun with friends?
It would be, when you play with friends, it would be just as fun as it would be if you played Destiny with friends.
Okay.
Meaning to say, I'm completely fine with playing Destiny alone, and I can play with friends. But for me, looter shooters are, and this is just me, right? Personally, looter shooters are like I want to go in alone.
Right. Okay.
And how I measure my success with looter shooters is if I'm able to do solo flawless runs, which is not dying solo.
Just to clarify, when you say you're okay with playing it alone or playing with friends,
Yeah.
do you mean like you're okay with playing it solo, only you, or do you mean you're okay with playing it with online randoms? You still want to match with people to play?
That's a good
Or do you
question.
mean like do you mean you play it alone or you match with randoms?
Alone, like
Alone.
solo, just me in the fire team. And this is not based on experience that I've had with like real life friends. It's just that when you match make online and nobody's clear on the objective, because looter shooters you kind of have to you set an objective, and it's not an in-game objective. It's you want to farm for something, and then sometimes you have to do things again and again and again and again to farm, and that's what I love to do.
Right.
But when you matchmake with people, when everyone's not clear on your objective and everyone has their own objective, it distracts you from the path you're supposed to take.
Okay.
And I feel like as much fun as that is, I don't have much time to game. So the time that I have to put aside for farming is like that's what I want to do.
Understood.
But when I have real life friends who join me, it's a different thing altogether, because then I can forego the farming because I know I'm going to play with friends and I will just have fun.
Yep.
So that's why I'm saying I'm okay with playing with friends, and I'm okay with playing alone. And by alone, I mean like just me.
Right.
And after looting everything, I feel good about my character when I can do solo flawless runs. So with First Descendants, it's the same thing, because it's practically the same concept. It's the same conceptually. It's the same game. But the closest thing to compare with First Descendants to is Warframe, because number one, both of them are third person, and both of them are a bit fast paced. Destiny is a little bit slow paced, but the difference is with Warframe, and I've said this twice now to people who have asked me. The thing about Warframe is, when you're playing peak Warframe, it feels like Dance Dance Revolution. There's like so many things to think about and so many buttons to press. But First Descendants is not like that. First Descendants is more casual. Gunplay feels good.
Okay.
I feel like it's a bit. It feels like it's a looter shooter in its infancy stage, although it's very fun.
Right.
So I think there still needs to be a lot of optimization.
Have you seen another game called Anthem?
Yes, I have.
That's also been compared to Warframe.
Yes, I have. I have seen Anthem. I've never played it before.
But it's unfortunate what happened to Anthem, though.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're on the topic of looter shooter, I also want to quickly touch on Dark and Darker as well.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't justify the 130 ringgit price tag.
Oh, Dark and Darker is not free.
It's free. It's free.
Oh, okay. It's free.
The base game is free. If you go on Steam and you look for Dark and Darker, it's a free game.
Right.
But the free game only includes basic dungeons and also one character. So
yes, you mentioned this. Yes.
yeah, so if you want to have more characters, you have to pay the premium itself, right? Or like the legendary version of the game.
And you also mentioned on free, if you want to create another character, you have to delete your previous character, and your stash goes away with it. Yeah,
you know, Shun has like deleted 7 times already.
Why?
Like he has been re-rolling his character. But the funny thing is, every time I go and play with him, right, he has a new character that is the same level as my character now. I was like, how? Like how, right? But I just want to say Dark and Darker is a very semi-casual looter shooter as well. I mean, it's not a shooter, like, it's a slice and dice, right? I mean, it's a slice.
A looter slash and hack.
Yeah, okay, a looter slash and hack. That's a very nice way to put it. Hack and slash.
Hack and slash.
Yeah, sure. Right, we're just throwing out terms now.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we really gamers?
Are we really gamers? Maybe we're just old.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just old.
But you're in your mid-20s.
Hey, fuck off. So, fantastic game.
Yeah.
Can't justify the price.
Yeah.
Very nice for like you jump in, you do like 5 different runs and pray that you don't die and come out and you just call it a night.
Very early into your Dark and Darker thing, right? You mentioned it was medieval Tarkov. Do you still have that same view?
It is medieval Tarkov.
Right.
It is medieval.
So all your time spent on Dark and Darker has validated that.
Yes.
That it's a medieval Tarkov.
One thing I enjoy most about Dark and Darker is that anxiety that you'll get. Right? Because regardless how pro you are, shit hits the fan really, really quickly.
Yeah. Just like life.
Just like life. Mainly because for looter shooters, you can shoot at a distance.
Yeah.
Right? Depending on the guns you use.
Yeah. But this is a hack and slash.
This is a hack and
So you're
slash.
at melee range all the time.
You can slash, you can hack, you can parry, you can block.
No bow?
There's bow, but when it comes to PvP, bow is basically useless.
Oh.
If let's just say a fighter or a barb comes to you, charge you with like a shield, your bow is useless, technically useless.
Right.
Yeah. And if you're using a ranger, which is the main class for the bow, if a rogue comes to you, because they have speed, they have agility, they have dexterity, you have no time, bro.
How is the PvP aspect of the game?
Scary.
Oh, is it?
Fucking scary. Because it's so chaotic. Sometimes you really can't see people's name, even like your own teammate's name.
Yeah, I know Dickson died.
And I encountered that yesterday. Yesterday, me and Shun, we were playing. We just went into like different rooms in the dungeon. Next thing I know, Shun was fighting someone else.
Right.
But the problem is, I couldn't see his name.
Right.
And I didn't know who to hit. I didn't kill Shun.
Yeah. But so does that mean there just has to be more communication on Discord when you play?
Yeah.
She'd be like, which one are you? Which one are you?
But even with communication, it's hard because it's close range combat.
Right.
And friendly fire is a thing.
Right.
So even if you charge in, right, the chances of you dying is very, very high. So you literally have to like 1v1v1v1. Because when let's just say if you play in a squad of 2, you go into dungeons which is like 2v2v2v2. Bro, it's almost impossible to fight, man. It's scary.
Do you prefer the PvP aspect? Or, okay, so let's imagine they removed PvP altogether. Would the game still be fun?
Yeah.
So the PvP actually contributes to how fun it is?
Knowing that someone else or like other teams are in the dungeon with you and not knowing if they're friendly or not makes the game very thrilling. Very like exciting, I would say.
Okay, so do you know how when you're walking at night and you feel like someone's chasing after you?
Yeah.
Does it feel like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes someone's chasing you, sometimes you're chasing someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends on how you feel.
And I enjoy the combat mainly because the the mobs in the map itself, bro, they are ruthless, man.
Yeah, I see the flying skull.
Yeah. It's just random things that will freak you out, and if you are caught off guard, you will die very, very quickly.
They overwhelm you, I'm assuming.
They will overwhelm you, yeah.
It's interesting, man. I don't know if I ever played Dak and Daka, but it's interesting
For a free game, what I would say is you just play one game with us. Just one game with us. That's all.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I could.
It's free. It's risk-free. So just try one or a couple of games.
I could say the same to you about Destiny.
That's okay. Anyways, moving on to the next news.
It's a free game, man.
It is a free game, right?
Yeah. Try one.
Do you know that Steam users have spent $19 billion on game that they have never played?
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
I feel like I'm one of them also. Like
okay, Steam users have spent $19 billion on games they've never played, whether it's Diablo 4, Cyberpunk 2077, or Red Dead Redemption 2. Our collective Steam pile of shame is worth enough to buy a country.
Yeah. Do you guys have games on your Steam library that you've never touched?
Yes.
How many games do you have on your Steam library?
Can I check on my phone? Can I check on the app?
Yeah, you can check on the app.
Do you have your library on the app?
Something to note is that sometimes Steam just gives free games as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That's a very, very nice take on it.
How do I check my library? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I only have 254 games in my library.
152.
152?
How do I check?
Every time I look at the Cycle Frontier, I get sad. Oh, here. And then
I only have 32.
You only have 32.
Yeah. I only have 32 games.
Right.
Okay, if I sort it by playtime. Okay, sort it by playtime. What's your most played game?
How do I sort it by
Mine
playtime?
is probably either Dota 2 or Warframe.
If I sort it by playtime, my highest played game is PUBG. 433 hours.
Wow.
Warframe, Dota 2, Olympus Company.
Mine is Path of Exile. Call of Duty. And Destiny 2. I got 400 hours on Path of Exile.
Like, it's funny because the top 5 most played games I have, most time I have, is all FPS. PUBG, Team Fortress 2, Apex, Cycle Frontier, COD.
Oh, okay. Mine is Path of Exile, Call of Duty, Destiny 2, Elden Ring, New World, Hogwarts Legacy. Top 6. What's your most played game? Yeah.
It's Warframe at 650 hours.
650
hours? Touch grass, dude.
Breathe air.
I'll have you know, my Warframe's at 2,000 hours.
So that's all the time we have for you guys this week. As usual, we've been your video game best friends. My name is Kelvin Tay.
And I'm Afiq.
And I have 2,000 hours on Warframe.
Right. We talked about some of our personal life. We talked about a paradox. We talked about Cult of the Lamb, first Descendant.
Yeah.
And, games we have on our wish list.
Yeah.
Do tell us in the comments below what games you have actually bought from the Steam Summer Sale itself.
Yeah.
What's a game that you've been dying to play and you finally got your hands on?
Yeah.
What's maybe a game that is still in your wish list for the past 5 years? Because for me, that was Cult of the Lamb. It was in my wish list for 2 years. Finally gotten it. Having a bundle of joy with it.
Also, I want to find more friends to play with.
Just find more friends.
I'm going to find more friends to play with. So maybe what you can do is you go to the Steam, look for your most played game, drop it in the comments. If it's a game I play, we'll link up.
Yeah. Okay. Until then, we'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
See ya.